Good morning students. Now welcome to today's class. In today's class we'll discuss the topic writing off discount or loss on issue of debentures. Now, discount or loss on issue of debentures is capital loss for a company which is written off for the year it is incurred. That means you know very well whenever the company issues a debenture at less than the par value or nominal value, that condition is known as issue of debentures at discount, and that particular discount is a loss at the time of issue of debentures, and that particular loss will write off in that year in which we have issued the debentures. So we write off the issue of debentures from two sources. First one, that is securities premium reserve if it exists, and second one, that is statement of profit and loss. So discount or loss on issue of debentures is written off from securities premium reserve first, and if securities premium reserve doesn't exist, it is written off from statement of profit and loss. It means whatever discount or loss on issue of debentures exists, it will be written off from the securities premium reserve first. And if securities premium reserve doesn't exist, it is written off from the statement of profit and loss. In case balance in securities premium reserve is not adequate to write off the amount of discount or loss, it is written off from the securities premium reserve to the extent of the balance in securities premium reserve, and balance left is written off from the statement of profit and loss. It means if there is a loss on issue of debenture is 12,000 and the balance in securities premium reserve is 8,000, so the amount of 8,000 will write off from the securities premium reserve, and the rest amount, that is 12,000 minus 8,000, the amount of 4,000 of loss on issue of debentures will written off from the statement of profit and loss. So now proceed towards the journal entry. So the journal entry for this transaction is securities premium reserve account debit, statement of profit and loss account debit to discount or loss on issue of debentures account. Here I have told you that if there is a discount on issue of debentures, that is 12,000, and it will be written off from the securities premium reserve, so 8,000, and the profit and loss statement of profit and loss account will be debited with the amount of 4,000 here. So discount or loss on issue of debentures written off. I hope this is clear to you all. Now proceed towards the one question. Okay, the question says on 1st April 2019, Moonlight Limited issued 1009% debentures of 200 each. So this is the number of debentures, that is 1009% debentures at the rate of 200 for debenture at a discount of 5%. It means the company Moonlight company issue these debentures at 5% discount. So 5% of 200 rupees is 10, and redeemable after 5 years at a premium of 10%. It means it will redeemed after 5 years. That means 10% of 200 is what, a 20 rupees. It means right now we are issuing a debentures, that means Moonlight Limited issuing a debentures at 190 rupees, but it will redeem that one debenture after 5 years at a 220 rupees. So 10 rupees per debenture is a loss at the time of issue, and at the time of redemption will pay extra 20 rupees. So this is also a loss for the company, and will write off this 20 rupees and will write the entry of this 20 rupees of a loss in the date of issue of debentures. Why? Because we had already discussed the prudence concept in our previous classes. So according to prudence concept, the anticipated losses will record in present. Okay, So all the debentures were subscribed and allotment was made. The balance in securities premium reserve is 10,000. Here the balance in securities premium reserve is what, 10,000 rupees. So pass the journal entries for issue of debentures and write off the losses on issue of debentures. So here we'll have to pass the journal entries at the time of issue of debentures and also write off the entry of loss on issue of debentures. So let's see the solution here. That is April 1st, 2019. We are receiving the money at the time of issue of debentures. So journal entry is bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account. 1000 debentures, 1009% debentures being issued at 5% discount. That is, per debentures we are getting 190 rupees. So the sum is in our debit side 190 rupees and 190 rupees. Now the second entry is debentures application and allotment account debit. Loss on issue of debentures account debit to 9% debentures account to premium on redemption of debentures account. Okay, here the debenture application and allotment account debit with an amount of 1,90,000 and loss on issue of debentures here includes the amount of 10,000 at the time of issue of debenture. It's a loss, that means 5% of 200 is 10 rupees. 10 rupees into 1000, that is 10,000, plus the 20,000 also the premium on redemption of debentures. This is also a loss for the concern or the company, so it will also transfer to loss on issue of debentures account. So the total sum is discount is what, 10,000 and premium on redemption of debenture is what, 20,000. So 10,000 plus 20,000 is what, 30,000 will record in loss on issue of debentures account. And to debentures account, that is what, a nominal value of face value of the debentures, that is 2 lakhs rupees, and to premium on redemption of debentures account will write in our credit side. Why? Because it's a liability for the concern and will have to pay after 5 years. That's why right now we are creating one liability, and this liability amount is what, 20,000. So we'll write as 2 premium on redemption of debentures account, that is 1000 into 20 rupees. I hope this is clear to you all. That is 1009% debentures of 200 each issued at 5% discount and redeemable at 10% premium. So the 10% is 20,000 into 10 divided by 100, that is 20 rupees, and 200 into 5 divided by 10, that is 10 rupees. So 10 rupees plus 20 rupees, that is total 30 rupees is what, a loss on issue of debentures in one debenture. I hope this is clear to you all. Now proceed towards the entry of discount. Write off the this loss on issue of debenture account. So on 31st March, that means at the end of the year, we'll write off the loss on issue of debentures account. So the total loss on issue of debentures is what, 30,000, we know very well, and out of 30,000 we'll take or write off this 30,000 from securities premium reserve first, that is 10,000, and the balance will write off from statement of profit and loss. So general entry for this: securities premium reserve account debit, statement of profit and loss debit to loss on issue of debentures account, that is 10,000, 20,000 and 30,000. So loss on issue of debentures written off. Here we are writing off the loss on issue of debentures which we have created at the time of issue of debentures, and at the end of the year, that means at the end of the accounting year, we'll have to write off this loss on issue of debentures from securities premium reserve first. If securities premium reserve doesn't have the enough balance to write off the loss on issue of debentures, then we'll write off the extra amount from the statement of profit and loss. I hope this is clear to you all. That's why we have written securities premium reserve, because we know securities premium reserve having only 10,000 and rest of the 20,000 will write off from statement of profit and loss. So general entry, again I am repeating that securities premium reserve account debit statement of profit and loss, debit to loss on issue of debentures account, that is 10,000, 20,000 and 30,000. So I hope this is clear to you all how to write off the loss on issue of debentures account. So this is the end of today's video. I hope you all have understood the process of writing off or loss on issue of debentures. That's all for the time being. God bless you all.